Welcome to But Frankly Pierce News. I'm Arthur Fairview, and here's what we are facing. Kevin McCarthy has once again pandered to the extremist MAGA Republicans in the House and is starting impeachment proceedings against President Biden.
But there's no evidence of wrongdoing.
True, but they feel that investigating deeper into Hunter Biden might reveal something impeachable.
Well, if they can do that, why not look into the billions of Saudi money Jared Kushner got 6 months after his father-in-law, the failed former president, left office?
Actually, the House Oversight Committee is doing just that. Next, embattled Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton was acquitted of all 16 charges by the Texas Senate.
Of course he was, because
everything is bigger in Texas.
Especially stupid.
Now, I thought we would do something a little different today.
Oh?
He's going off script again.
I think it's time for some entertainment.
Let's go to the theater! Nothing better than a welcoming reception from the friendly theater staff and some live entertainment sure to please. I can't wait!
I enjoy an evening at the theater as much as the next person.
That's debatable.
But I always seem to sit behind annoying, disruptive people.
That's because you only get the cheap seats.
Perhaps if I had a raise. Anyway, we can all sympathize with the situation. However, the twist is the disruptive person this time is Congresswoman Lauren Boebert.
Remind me again how she got elected?
I think it was the rural people she pandered to.
These are just simple farmers. These are people of the land. The common clay of the New West. You know. Morons.
In any case, Boebert is once again showing her true colors while attending a certain musical in Denver, Colorado.
What do we got here tonight, kids?
Boebert was caught vaping, among other things, in the theater. Credit to NBC affiliate News 9 Colorado for this in-depth reporting.
Boebert. Say it 3 times and she appears in security video from a weekend performance of Beetlejuice, where the Congresswoman was kicked out of the theater for being disruptive. The DCPA says she was vaping. Boebert's team denied that, said the haze was from fog machines in the show. That claim goes up in smoke when you see the video. The pregnant woman sitting behind Boebert told the Denver Post she asked her to stop vaping, and Boebert refused. Her one-woman show continued, taking flash photos, raising her hands and dancing, often the only one clapping or standing up in the crowd. Boebert occasionally took a break from being disruptive to enjoy the company of her male companion. He briefly had a grasp on the situation before ushers returned and told Boebert she had to leave. The theater's incident report says Boebert pulled the "Don't you know who I am" card on the way out, giving theater employees the single-finger salute.
Never mind the vaping and taking of flash photographs in a theater. Hasn't Boebert repeatedly accused those of protecting LGBTQ plus civil rights of grooming children for sexual activity?
Yes, she has.
Not to mention what her companion was doing. Boebert's in the process of getting a divorce. And newsflash, her date is co-owner of a gay-friendly bar that has hosted drag shows.
I guess irony can be pretty ironic sometimes.
Yeah, I feel bad for the actors that had to watch that.
Boebert initially denied any wrongdoing, but once the security camera footage was released, she changed her tune. In a statement released days after, she said, and I quote, "I genuinely did not recall vaping that evening when I discussed the night's events with my campaign manager. We do understand the nature of how this looks."
Really? Do you really know how that looks?
It really looks like she was drunk to me.
That is why I won't do 2 shows a night anymore, babe. I won't do.
And now we explore the world of the unlikely and bizarre with
The deuce, you say?
what do counting nose hairs in cadavers, repurposing dead spiders, and scientists licking rocks all have in common?
What you did last summer.
These are a few of your favorite things?
No. They are among the winning achievements in this year's Ig Nobel Prize.
These won a Nobel Prize?
We're watching the Nobel Prize announcements live from Stockholm.
Oh, the Nobies!
Not a Nobel Prize, the Ig Nobel, which celebrates the most trivial and ridiculous achievements that first make people laugh and then think.
Ah, okay then.
The 33rd annual prize consisted of 10 spoof prizes that were awarded to teams and individuals around the globe.
Nice, but we don't have time for all 10.
Can you give us the top 3?
I was hoping you would ask that. Among the winners was Jan Zalasiewicz of Poland, who earned the Chemistry and Geology Prize for explaining why many scientists like to lick rocks.
Okay.
Licking rocks is a fantastic way to identify them. Although, if you haven't been trained, it is possible that you might lick something hazardous. So I would say, don't try this at home.
A team of scientists from India, China, Malaysia, and the United States took the Mechanical Engineering Prize for its study of repurposing dead spiders to be used in gripping tools.
Ugh, how's that grab ya?
They called this new type of robotics necrobotics. Weirdly, spider legs don't have muscles for extension, but instead move their legs via hydraulic pressure. They have what's called a prosoma chamber, or cephalothorax, which contracts, sending inner body fluid into their legs, making them extend. So, the team inserted a needle into the spider's prosoma chamber and created a seal around the tip of the needle with a glob of superglue. Squeezing a tiny puff of air through the syringe was enough to activate the spider's legs, achieving a full range of motion in less than 1 second. The team were able to make the dead spider grip onto a small ball and used that experiment to determine a peak grip force of 0.35 millinewtons. They then demonstrated the use of a dead spider to pick up delicate objects and electronics, including having this necrobotic gripper remove a jumper wire attached to an electric breadboard, and then move a block of polyurethane foam. They also showed that the spider could bear the weight of another spider of about the same size.
Other winning teams were lauded for studying the impact of teacher boredom on student boredom, the effect of anchovies' sexual activity on ocean water mixing, and how electrified chopsticks and drinking straws can change how food tastes. The event is produced by the magazine Annals of Improbable Research and sponsored by the Harvard-Radcliffe Science Fiction Association and the Harvard-Radcliffe Society of Physics students. Finally, we need to ask, how hot is too hot?
You do realize that summer is pretty much over, right? It's fall now.
I, for one, am happy to be out of the hazy, hot, and humid weather.
I was speaking of spicy food.
Ooh, I like that kind of heat.
Oh, some like it hot, but I like it really hot.
No, this is serious. A tortilla chip maker's decision to pull its extremely spicy product sold as a one-chip challenge from store shelves following the death of a Massachusetts teen has renewed attention to the popularity and risks of similar dares marketed by brands and spread widely online.
This sounds like one serious chip.
Spicy food challenges have been around for years, from local chili pepper eating contests to restaurant walls of fame for those who finished extra hot dishes. People around the world have been daring each other to eat especially fiery foods, with some experts pointing to the internal rush of competition and risk-taking.
Wiggy, my chili's getting cold.
But extremely spicy products created and marketed solely for the challenges and possible internet fame is a more recent phenomenon, and teens are particularly exposed to them because of social media. Have they gone too far? The Packy one-chip challenge just may have. The death of a Massachusetts teenager after his family said he ate an extremely spicy tortilla chip has led to an outpouring of concern about this social media challenge and prompted retailers to pull the product from their shelves at the manufacturer's request.
What was the challenge?
Challenge calls for participants to eat an eponymously named chip and then see how long they can go without consuming other water or food. Sales of the chips seem largely driven by people posting videos on social media of them or their friends taking the challenge.
It's not that hot. Oh my, oh! Oh.
Oh, I didn't even get to swallow the chip.
They don't taste that good.
How it tastes like shark. Alright, I feel it most in the cuts in my mouth.
Alright.
It's a little underwhelming so far.
Whoa!
I'll take it for a second.
What?
The blazing wings? Y'all had the blazing wings at Vito's?
Yeah, but no, this is worse.
It burns! Can you
No,
make
this is
this up
worse.
again?
This is worse. Oh! Oh! Someone gotta start a timer, man.
It's on the camera.
That gag, I can feel it. It's like sitting right. I have to not think about it. I want it to come up so bad. Yeah, warm. Warm, not crazy. Definitely wouldn't say lethal. Unless maybe you have an allergy, which is a possibility. 0 out of 10, don't recommend.
That looks like pure pain.
So people are buying the chips so they can maim themselves on the internet?
Precisely. They show people, including teens and children, eating the chips and then reacting to the heat. Some videos show people gagging, coughing, begging for water.
I'm gonna get some water. Someplace on this desert, there must be a place to get water. Water? Yes. Have some. Thank you. How will you destroy?
But there are plenty of similar products that remain online and on store shelves, including Red Hot Reaper's One Chip Challenge, Blazing Foods Death Nut Challenge, and Tube of Terror Challenge, as well as Wilder Toys Hot Ones Truth or Dab Sauce Game.
It's not unusual for companies to engage in viral marketing.
It is unusual, however, to create a viral social media challenge where the brand actually wants you to put something into your body.
True. I don't think companies want to be liable for that.
Despite warnings or labels specifying adult use only, the products can still get into the hands of young people who might not understand the risks.
Sounds like it's the social media aspect, which is the reason why these challenges are so appealing.
Of course, this type of marketing sells.
People have been weighing in about their own experiences with the chip, which costs roughly $10 and comes individually wrapped in foil in a coffin-shaped box that warns, among other things, that it is made for the vengeful pleasure of intense heat and pain. It's intended for adults and should be kept out of the reach of children. Despite the warning, children have no problem buying the chips. The Packy website now shows this large, bold disclaimer stating, "The Packy One Chip Challenge is intended for adults only with clear and prominent labeling highlighting the chip is not for children or anyone sensitive to spicy foods or has food allergies, is pregnant, or has underlying health conditions. We have seen an increase in teens and other individuals not heeding these warnings. As a result, while the product continues to adhere to food safety standards, out of an abundance of caution, we are actively working with our retailers to remove the product from shelves. We are also offering refunds on our single-serve One Chip Challenge product. For refunds, please click here or call 1-866-528-6848. However, it is easy enough to continue purchasing the product from online retailers like McCarthy or eBay.
Have they got any chips?
It has been 169 days since the failed former president received the first of his 4 indictments. Will justice prevail? Is everyone treated equally under the law? Watch this space. This has been by Frankly Pierce News. Thanks for watching. I'm Arthur Fairview. Some like it hot, and some sweat when the heat is on. Some feel the heat and decide they can't go on. Some like it hot, but you can't tell how hot till you try. Some like it hot. So let's turn up the heat till we fry.